Howdy guys, Attorney Walter Hnot. Now what we're going to be going through in this video is something that is growing, or at least the acknowledgement that people can see it and people can hear about it is growing. And that's where people are essentially getting arrested for frauding the Social Security Administration. It's now easier for most people to go ahead and find out what happened to these individuals that defrauded the SSA. Now, as you know, I don't have my usual studio backdrop. I don't have the usual setup, but that's because I'm in Maine. I'm at my parents' house, basically just helping out around and cleaning it up after doing that fun, really difficult farm work on the farm. All right, here's the article. Former Hamilton man sentenced for lying to receive Social Security benefits. This was brought out by News 8 KPAX. All right, let's go through it real quick. Now, just to answer the question, because I know a lot of people always want to know kind of what the answer is to this question. If you potentially defraud the Social Security Administration, what is the ultimate result from it? And it's up to 10 years. That's what it comes down to for the initial defrauding potential to a government agency. You know, that's where there's potential conspiracy to defraud, things like that. But 10 years is kind of that's what it can go up to. But you're going to notice in this article that that's not usually what happens. Let's go through it real quick. All right. So a former Hamilton man who admitted to making false statements to receive more than 70,000, so it's only 70 grand here, in disability payments from the Social Security Administration has been sentenced. U.S. Attorney Jesse Lasovich says Aaron Lee Grossman, 51, of Washington, Utah, formerly of Hamilton, pleaded guilty in February to false statements to a government agency. Now, the court sentenced Grossman to 3 years of probation with 3 months to be spent on electronic location monitoring, imposing a $20,000 fine. He's ordered to pay back the $71,456 in restitution to the Social Security Administration and required Grossman to perform 150 hours of community service. So let's go through that again so you understand. He basically did something bad where he lied to the SSA about working while receiving disability benefits, and this is what they gave him. 3 years of probation, 3 months to be spent on electronic location monitoring, imposed a $20,000 fine, ordered $71,456 restitution where he's got to pay back the money, and required to perform 150 hours of community service. Now, I noticed, and you will notice, that there was no jail time in there, and they can do up to potentially 10 years in jail time for this type of offense. But the reality is that the SSA usually wants those who commit fraud to go out there and earn the money and pay the money back, because when you put the person in jail, they can't pay the money back. So the whole idea here is they're going to make them jump through all these hoops. Community service, you're going to be, you're going to be on location monitoring. You have to do, $20,000 extra in fines. So now he's over $91,000 owed for the $71,000 he originally got from them that he shouldn't have gotten. But no jail time. That is not uncommon for a lot of the things that they do at this level, whether they come to some sort of agreement, whether they, have like a criminal settlement, if you will. But the bottom line is they usually don't get jail time, but they end up owing quite a bit more money back. They end up having to do all this community service, all this probation stuff. It's not fun. In court documents, the government alleged that in 2011, Grossman applied for Social Security disability insurance payments from the Social Security Administration. So he was an SSDI person. The agency approved Grossman's application and advised him of his legal obligation to notify it if he experienced a change in his ability to work, return to work, or if his medical condition improved. Okay, classic thing. If you get better, they want to know so that they can, get rid of your benefits. In February 2020, the Social Security Administration learned Grossman had started a new business and not reported it as required. Additionally, the agency learned that Grossman received a $36,210 payment from Lynch Insulation in 2019 for work he performed through Grossman Consulting LLC. So how did they catch him? A company that he did work for paid him, basically 36 grand, went to the IRS tattled on him to the SSA, boom, they got him. Okay. The agency then directed Grossman to update a work activity report. Grossman did so, but did not report making any money from Lynch Insulation, hence the fraud. Had he reported the income, Grossman would have been ineligible for SSDI benefits because he was earning over SGA. Okay. When confronted, Grossman lied to agents and claimed his wife earned those wages. However, records from Lynch Insulation indicated that Grossman, in fact, completed the work. In an interview in 2021, Grossman admitted he concealed his income from Lynch Insulation so he could maintain his government benefits. Now, Grossman also underreported the value of his work for another company owned by his father from 2019 to 2021. Grossman's father disclosed Grossman's hourly wage was set so low he could maintain his disability payments, according to a news release. U.S. District Judge Donald W. Mawley presided over the case. But what you should take from this is that the SSA, with most of these claims, doesn't give you jail time. What they usually do is make you go ahead and pay back more than you took. And then on top of that, and it usually honestly looks like the loan amount. That's what it usually, like if you were to be on a federal loan, that's what it looks like. And then it usually has to have all these little probation, geographic monitoring, stuff like that attached to it. My theory, and I don't know, but my theory is that they usually want the person to go ahead and pay back the money, especially in situations where the individual has shown that they are capable of working. What do I mean by that? Well, he was receiving disability benefits and earning $36,000 from just one company for doing all the installation services. So not only does the SSA know that he has the capacity to earn this money, what this guy should have done, what he should have done is gotten onto the Ticket to Work program and really started to, build and grow his wealth so he could stay on, disability benefits for 5 years. He screwed up. This was a big F up. This was a high level screw up. Okay. And as a result of that, this guy basically now owes the SSA all the money back, the 71K plus 20 grand, plus all this community service time. Plus he's got to go continue to work. And now he's got a negative reputation. So it doesn't pay, obviously, to go ahead and fraud the SSA. With that said, in this situation, he didn't get jail time, but they could have. The judge could have chosen up to 10 years. Guys, I'm going to check in with you basically at the next video. Give me about 3 minutes. I'll be back. The next video is a fun one. I will catch you soon. And then, of course, if you like these videos and you like how they educate you on how the system works, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a review on Google. You go to Google and type in Disability Resolution Florida or Disability Resolution Law Firm. And I always prefer the 5 stars. I will catch you a little bit later. You have a wonderful day. 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.